So if you couldn't see what just happened, then that's actually excellent. That was the point. If you could, then why did you pause the video? That the point was actually not to do so. There is not really much to see in the intro if you haven't paused the video. The reason why I made it so baffling was due to the title of this video. In today's video, we shall be talking not only about what types of paradoxes there are, but why they exist, in what way do they assist us, and how do they affect our daily lives. Paradoxes can appear in any form, and they do quite frankly appear to be wearing every form. They wear math as a form, they wear language, physics, fiction, reality, and even if they wear a form of something that we humans created, they could be impossible to solve still. The definition of a paradox is a seemingly absurd or contradictory statement or proposition which, when investigated, would prove to be well-founded or true. This basically means that paradoxes are self-contradictory and repetitive at the same time. In light of what's been said, you might wonder, what is there to solve in a paradox? Well, paradoxes can hold innovative truth and are also used to exemplify statements and/or opinions that contradicts traditional statements. Solving a paradox simply allows us to extract that information and/or, in lesser cases, data.
You can simply think of a paradox as a circle in which you have to find the end. There are many ways to mark where you began, like placing an object. But what if someone tries to steal the object? That would simply mean that your solution did not work. You can think of paradoxes as one of the most monotonous possibilities in existence. And just as you begin to reach the end, it completely restarts or starts counting down again.
One of the many types of paradoxes are called logical paradoxes. And as odd as it may seem, logical paradoxes do diverse from regular paradoxes. Logical paradoxes are recurrently known to be invalid in arguments, but just as any other paradoxes, they do promote critical thinking.
There are a few noticeable themes in paradoxes, such as self-reference, circular definitions, baffleness on dissimilar levels of abstraction, and finally infinite regrets.
A circular definition is one that uses the term that is being defined as part of the definition.
The term can be characterized in four ways: pragmatically, lexicographically, linguistically, and mathematically.
The pragmatic point of view requires the audience to already know the meaning of the term itself. This can often lead to a requirement of additional information. Example, a microwave oven is defined as an oven that produces microwaves. Or an oak tree is defined as a tree with catkins that grows from an acorn, but then the acorn is defined as a nut that grows from an oak tree. Thus, additional information is required to know more. A final example would be a banana is a fruit that grows from a banana tree, and a banana tree is a plant that produces banana.
The simplest way to describe a lexicographical view is by calling it a chain. One thing is linked to another. This perspective has different depths. Example, object a thing to thing an object. This has a depth of 2. The definition, object a thing, thing an entity, entity an object, has a depth of 3.
Basically, it is lack of information that causes this effect. For example, defining a rake as an object with more than 2 tines, and defining a tine as part of a rake. This isn't going to help anyone. But with more information given, a rake is an implement with a crossbar arranged at 90 degrees to the handle and tines arranged at 90 degrees to the crossbar and the handle. Thus you can see the definition of the rate only gives reference to a time. Thus time can be defined as an object, a sharp object, at the end of a rake. The linguistics point of view is actually known to be non-circular. It has a chain, but this chain concludes and thus it cannot be circular. Quickly, for those who don't know, linguistics is the study of language. Okay, so let's continue. Let's take the word sonority as an example. Sonority is defined as
the quality or fact of being sonorous.
then comes the part where we require additional information and we go take a look at the term sonorous. Now, sonorous is defined as
Of a person's voice or other sound, imposingly deep and full.
and thus the chain has concluded. All that is actually happening here is we're just adding prefixes and suffixes to root words. The final perspective is the mathematical perspective, and it is not exactly a perspective per se, and it is also one that I won't be discussing today. Another way to characterize a paradox is through infinite regress. I'm going to make this quick because I'm going to make it very simple. Basically, infinite regress is that the truth of A1 requires A2 to work, but the truth of A2 requires A3 to work, and the truth of A3 requires A4 to work, and so it continues on through infinity. Now, A can be anything, A1 can be anything. This video is embarking quite the length, and thus I will be concluding it here. But while you wait for part 2, here are some other videos for you to watch, also about paradoxes from Vsauce 3 and MinutePhysics. They are quite intriguing to contemplate on.